Okay, I haven't mentioned my name in a while. My name is Ron Bannon. My email address is Bannon, B as in boy, the @ symbol, NNON.US. All right? And if you have any reason to reach out to me, particularly if it addresses improving the document, I'd love to hear from you. All right, so I'm going to, it's an 11th problem. We've been working through quite a few problems at this point, and there's a variety of ways of doing things. Just don't think there's always one way to do something. There's not. There's multiple paths to the end. What I would recommend you do is just clear the fraction in both cases over here. So what I would do in this equation over here is multiply both sides by 36x squared y squared, all right? And it's really not bad to do. You get something that's relatively simple. You get this over here, no fraction. It makes it a lot easier to deal with. And this one over here, again, I'd recommend multiplying both sides by the LCD, and you'd get something pretty simple. You get this over here. The next thing I want to point out to you is that kind of looking at it, I'm trying to make it a little bit easier. And, looking at it, I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing this, and I start to say, you could do a couple different things. I mean, one thing you could do, I want to point out, taking this and solving it for y. Now, what does that mean? If you solve that for y, what do you get? Y would equal 3 over 10x. And then pop it in here, all right? That's all you have to do, right? So now y is equal to that, so I just throw it in there. That's all I've done. Then you simplify it, and I want to point out what I mean by that. There's work involved here, and this is the work we want you to do. Now, granted, if you don't need a key, you're not looking at this video anyway. You're looking at the answer key and make sure you get that. But what's nice about this, when the dust settles, you get something that's fairly simple, right? And certainly someone says, what do you mean that's fairly simple? It's fairly simple, it really is. And so I'm looking at it, and I'm gonna try to factor it, right? So I'm gonna say 25x squared. I'm wishful, by the way, so I'm saying 25 is perfect square, by the way. And then what? 16, another perfect square. And then I would say probably 9 and 4. So put the 4 there, the 9 here, equals 0. And I would say minus minus. Does that work? You do get 400x4. You do get 36. Do we get the middle, though? And that's always my big issue. Let's take a look at it. You'd get minus 64. And let's see, and minus, let's see, 225, right? 982, minus 289. Works beautifully. So what do I know now? I know it factors beautifully into this over here. 5x minus 2, 5x plus 2, 4x minus 3, 4x plus 3. You'd have 4 separate solutions. Let's go through that, one at a time. You get 2/5 for x, minus 2/5 for x, 3/4, and minus 3/4. The big question is, how do you get the x? There's many ways to do it. My recommendation is to use this over here, though, right? Or to use this, whatever you want to do. Now, certainly, let's put this down. Y equals 3/10 times the reciprocal of x. Really not so bad. And the expectation is you're able to compute these numbers over here. Let me just pick one of them. I'll pick the first one. Y equals 3/10 times 3/4. I'm not 3/4. I'm sorry, 2/5. What happens over there? That would be 5. Did I do that right? 3/10 of an x. Oh, I didn't put the reciprocal down. That's why I'm getting a different answer. Sorry about that. I should think before I do, right? 3/10. What's the reciprocal of x? It's 5 over 2. So what do you get over there? You get 3/4, as expected. And again, you should verify all 4 of those. All right. The other thing you should verify is the picture that we provide to you. Well, I'd hate to do it by hand, but you could do it. It's on figure 107. Again, we're recommending that you look at the 4 points of intersection and get some rough idea where they lie. Where are they? These are the exact answers over here, and we got the approximate results over here.